All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to download and install Python 3 with IDLE. Okay, so let's go to python.org and let's take a look at the download section. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you how you would download Python 3.90 on different operating systems. Okay, so we can view so if we hover over downloads on python.org, you'll see all releases, source code, Windows, Mac OS X, other platforms, license, and then alternative implementations. So I want to click on Windows, so I'm going to right click on that and open that link in a new tab, and then I'm going to right click and click on Mac OS. Okay, so you can see here the stable release was on October 5th, Python 3.90. Okay, note that Python 3.9 cannot be used on Windows 7 or earlier. Okay, and they will give you notes here so you know, okay, if I'm running XP, let's say that you grab an old computer and you want to run, programs on there and you get Windows 7. Then you need to run something that's below that. So they'll give you notes here. Okay, so if you're running Windows, you can click here and download the latest Python install file here. Okay, and here's the different files. So you have a 64 web-based installer, executable installer, and then a zip file. So I recommend using the executable. And this one, if you're running 32-bit, run this. If you're running 64, run that. Okay. For Mac OS, if you click this one, then we will get the installer for Mac OS, which is a PKG file. Okay, so I'm going to grab that. I'm going to download that quick, and let's open this up. I'm going to double click on this, and then we'll install this. So I'm going to hit continue, continue, continue. I'm going to agree to the terms. We're going to install. And I'm going to type in my password and we'll install. Okay, so it's going to install the file. Now, if you're on Windows, it'll be a similar experience. You're going to use the installation wizard and do the same thing. Just continue, continue, continue. And make sure you select your destination on your C drive. And then just do the installation type and then installation and hit continue on both of those. And then in the summary, it's going to show you that it's been completed. Okay, so you see here Python 3.9 has been installed, and we have it's validating packages, and there we go. So congratulations, Python 3.9 for Mac OS 10.9 or later was successfully installed. So I'm going to hit close, and we're going to move that to the trash. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to double click on the Python launcher to show you this first. So you'll notice that settings for file type is Python script. Interpreter is here. We're going to run in terminal window. So whenever I run this, it's going to run in the terminal window. Okay. Now, when I launch the IDLE, okay, if I double click on that, you can see that this is Python 3.9.0 shell. Now, what is this? Okay, yeah, that's what you're wondering. All it is it's a terminal, but it's run inside of Python. So we downloaded all the Python software files so that we can run Python and write Python. And this will run commands for us. So I'll give you a quick example. Okay, so if I type in print, I'll give you a better one. Let's do 1 + 2 and hit enter. Okay, so we just wrote a script of Python. I typed in 1 + 2 and hit enter, and it printed 3. Okay, so what this does is whenever you write out code or write Python, it will print the result as long as you tell it to print. Okay, so if we wanted to say hello world, okay, I would do, this is the syntax. I'd hit enter and then it would say hello world. Okay. Now, if we wanted to debug, we can debug here. I can go to Debugger, okay, and it will tell me any errors that are there. There are none, so it's going to say we're all good to go. There's none, okay. There's some options here, but they don't, it's a very basic IDLE, okay, and this is the one that's installed by default with Python. But I do recommend finding another IDE or integrating a more robust text editor so that you can write your Python in a more developer-friendly interface, okay? This is fine if we're just running basic examples, but when we get into the nitty-gritty and do projects, you don't want to be running it through here, okay? This is just to test things out, and then once we've tested it out, then you're good to go, okay? So that is how you download and install Python 3 with IDLE included. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.